Manchester United boss Jose Mourinho insists he won't be drawn into paying over the odds for his final two transfers. Jose Mourinho says Manchester United are not going to pay over the odds as they go in search of their final two transfer targets. The boss made it clear he wanted 4 players at the start of the summer but is struggling to get his last 2 in after landing Victor Lindelof for £31 million and Romelu Lukaku for £75 million. Jose Mourinho says he refuses to pay over the odds for players in the transfer window. Jose Mourinho spent £75 million on a deal for Romelu Lukaku with Everton. Mourinho said, "Everybody knows, because I said, I would like 4 players and I'm ready to go from 4 to 3 because the market is difficult. Some clubs think the market is different from others. We are not a club that is ready to pay what the clubs want us to pay, so I'm ready to go from 4 to 3. United still can't get a deal over the line for Inter Milan's Ivan Perisic, with the Italian club quoting £48 million while Spurs value Eric Dier at £50 million. But it has been a crazy transfer window, with Manchester City having just paid £50 million for a fullback in Kyle Walker. Mourinho said, "The transfer fees don't surprise me, really. I kept saying there is big economic power at every club." Victor Lindelof was also brought in from Benfica for £31 million. Manchester United and Jose Mourinho have not finished their summer spending. And here's how they could line up. It allows clubs to say no. To say pay what I want or you don't get it. I can imagine City would like to pay £25 million for Kyle, but they were told this is the price. The option is to pay or not. I am used to club paying big amounts for big players. Now everybody pays big amounts for good players. There is a difference between good players and big players. Manchester City, who face United tonight, spent £50 million on right-back Kyle Walker. Manchester United are still trying to seal a deal with Inter Milan for Ivan Perisic. Mourinho says he is not interested in Chelsea landing Alvaro Morata now they have got Romelu Lukaku. The Manchester United boss tried to get the Real Madrid striker before landing Lukaku in a £75 million move. Bizarrely, United had been quoted £80 million before they pulled out, as they valued him at £60 million. Now Real have had to offload him for even less at £58 million after United pulled out. Manchester United pulled out of the race to sign Alvaro Morata after being quoted £80 million by Real Madrid. But Mourinho said, "I'm not interested in what Chelsea FC does, really. We got a big player, a player that I can compare with what he was a few years ago, because he worked with me for a few months and his development was very good. We have a player who is now a top player. You have to prove it at the highest level. He has to do it for United, in Champions League matches, but he has amazing qualities." Chelsea. It was obvious they were going to sign a striker, particularly after the situation with the manager and Diego Costa. They did with Alvaro, who is a very good player. Manchester United beat LA Galaxy 5-2 on their tour of the USA.